So for today's video, before I get into it, I thought I'd just lay out the structure that we're going to go through, so you have some guidance on where we're going. So I'm going to start off about talking about my YouTube vlogging experience. I'm going to then talk about video editing software, and then it will move into talking about broadcast cameras and how they're constructed. We'll move into the AK-47, and then we're going to link it all into quantum mechanics and the magic kit and health and improving one's health. So I hope you find it interesting, but it has an intro that drives it into the conclusion. So I hope you stay with us. Hello and welcome to the Supernatural Spirit Magic School. I'm St. Nicholas, and this channel is part of the Tim Tony Stark network of videos and MP3s explaining the Supernatural Spirit Magic Kit, anti-aging technology, and we're going to be explaining the One World Religion as well. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about just my experiences with this YouTube channel. Been operational for about 6 months, and I've never considered myself a YouTuber or interested in doing filming or editing or anything like that. Not really my bag of tricks. However, times change, people evolve. So I've started to get into YouTubing, as you can tell, and I've had to learn how to do video editing, for example, a whole new skill set. So I had to choose some editing software. So I picked a free piece of software, DaVinci Resolve, which is pretty good. And it was only recently, like in the past couple of weeks, I realized it had a full name, which is DaVinci Resolve Black Magic. So I think it's very funny to be filming magic videos using a piece of editing software with the word magic in it. So, you know, these things are made to be. And I think DaVinci Resolve has its origins in color correction for Hollywood films. So very, very interesting. But yeah, as I say, have to pick up some new skills. So then I had to start learning how to do editing, and I studied a bit about cameras. So a very interesting piece of information about cameras. So you have cameras in your film studios, and you have cameras for broadcast. And the broadcast cameras are these huge expensive beasts. But the core costs about, I don't know, 8 grand pounds, but the lens is about 150 grand. Big box lens to do the super high zooms, so you can see your sports stars scoring their goals, or you can see your singers live on stage and watch a golf swing in high def, super slow-mo. So that's all really exciting stuff with those cameras. But the point is, you start with a core, like the core camera, and then you have to add things on. Various lenses. You have various controls for moving the shot, various controls for sound, various controls for lighting, all in this setup, which you buy in individual components. So you see, these big broadcast cameras, or indeed any camera, has various components. Now that's all good, but that's just the machine that captures your story. And so with the editing software, I then had to learn how to edit the story. It's all great if you could do it like Tim and just do one single all the way through, but sometimes some editing is required to get rid of some background noise, for example. And we just had some. So learning how to edit was very useful. And if you think about editing, and what we're doing with the de-aging solution is you're learning how to edit your DNA. You're learning how to edit out fat cells. You're learning how to edit out dangerous cancerous cells, right? So it's using visualization. So we're going to take an angle on this, and so the images put into your camera are then laid out in your computer software, which you then chop out the bits you don't want with the airplane noises and whatever else is happening. Take them out, put them together, and then you got the picture perfect clip that you're looking for to share with your colleagues and friends on YouTube. So you have that image of how you're using video editing software to get you the virtual storyline that you wish to present. Now, let's take a machine like an AK-47. So AK-47 is a very robust, I would say simple machine by design. So lots of thoughts gone into it, but it functions very effectively, very smoothly. And you can go onto YouTube and you can find videos with cutaway sections showing the AK-47 running. So the bullet in the chamber gets struck, fires through, the gases push the rod back, whatever it's called, pushes the rod back, the shell extracts, new bullets picked up, loaded in the chamber, and off it goes again for another cycle. So very simple, very effective system, but you can see that cutaway stuff, which is exactly what you're doing when you're thinking about removing dangerous cells, old dead cells from your body. You're going through, thinking of cells instead of an AK-47, and then taking your psychic scalpel, piercing them, removing them, piercing them, removing them. So what you're doing is you're doing editing of your quantum wave function, and you're improving your health all through visualization. So hence this story about YouTubing, cameras capturing your story, editing your story, and then producing on YouTube, similar to what you want to do with your health and your body, editing out bits of your body. So, or adding. So for example, you might want to add a title into your video. Well, it's the same as adding extra collagen into your face. So therefore, you're removing the wrinkles. Adding extra brown fat cells, because they're the good cells, the good fat cells that give you extra energy, while you're reducing the white blood cells, or white fat cells, because they're no good for you in large quantities. So you can see how the film analogy links up with what we're trying to do, what we are able to do and can do with our defeat aging crystal set and the complete healing package, which is your defeat aging crystal set, your psychotronic generator for bioplasm, psychotronic generator for soul fluid, and your psychic scalpel. Psychic scalpel is more like your editing tool, right? Plus all the benefits of the Iron Man suit, the Sublime Good Iron Man suit that comes with this to improve your health. So you see, it all matches together. But if you don't have your editing software, which is your crystals, how can you go through this process? You can't engage with the quantum wave functions to improve your body and your health. And it takes a little practice, not a lot. It didn't take a long time to learn how to use video editing software, and it doesn't take a long time to learn how to use your crystals, because the programming is embedded inside your crystal set. You see, that's the genius of Tim Tony Stark Rifat and the technology he's deployed to improve our health. So we'll go into this much further. We'll do some examples, but I'm St. Nicholas, and bye for now. And you've been watching supernaturalspirit.org, the home of the Supernatural Spirit Magic Kit, and the location to learn everything you need to know about magic, all constructed by the obsessionist Tim Tony Stark Rifat. Learn magic, learn power, learn total freedom with Tim Tony Stark Rifat and his supernatural.org magic school system. Bye for now.